Alright everyone, Shikai Hokan here reporting for the festival. So, today we are back once again to Forza Horizon 4 and today we're going to drive this particular car. This is the 1965 Austin-Healey, oh god damn it, I forgot the name. Uh, 3000 Mark III I think? Yeah, it's just numbers. Pretty old school. I mean 1965, right? And well, obviously this is from UK, I believe. I'll just have to check it later. Yeah, not much to say really about the paint job right now because this is actually the manufacturer color, by the way. Two-tone with white and black. Really nice color. I mean, the red one is also pretty good when I was trying to choose the factory color, but this one just I don't know. Maybe I just want to make some variety because usually you know how predictable I am with picking red color, right? uh, so yeah, there is a few options with this car, by the way. Before we get to the guts of it, first off, we have the only thing that we actually has for options is actually the front bumper, which has this additional two headlights here. Probably for night lights or rally lights, something like that. But probably the other version of the 3000. Let's just call it Mark III for now. It's easier to call it Mark III instead of 3000. So yeah, I've modified it to be street racing, and looks like this car is actually pretty good for it. In terms of handling, thing is though, if you want to be competitive, this car is way too slow, and we'll show you that. And let's have a quick look around the car because, well, it will give you some ideas about this car right here. And there is the front here, obviously. There is the name of the car. Come on, I want to be close, but not too close to make it ghosted. As you can see, there is Austin-Healey 3000 Mark III. Yes, I call it right. Yeah, numbers is kind of hard to remember, I guess. But yeah, there is the emblem there. And for this additional headlight, if you come from the factory in this game, at least, the factory version according to this game is that it has these two additional headlights, even though it adds so much more style with this particular headlight. So just pair off those bar and the lights, and you that's how you that's the one that you get it. And yes, it has the scoop there, and this car is actually pretty powerful for its time. From the stock, it's actually around 100 kilowatts, which is interesting which is quite strong for 1965 car, right? Considering most muscle cars is around that numbers as well, I believe. Probably more, 200-ish. But yeah. And well, not much really. I changed the wheel to... I forgot what it's called again, god damn it. But this is the closest thing to, the classic bicycle style-ish wheel for old school car, I mean, there is an actual one, but I need to fit the PI. And on the back, I installed the spoiler here, the ducktail spoiler. And well, while it is unnecessary, but it's kind of okay actually on this car, in my opinion. I mean, usually I don't want to drill a hole to an old school car like this, but I guess this is one exception, right? So, anyway. Also, we have additional rear bumper. I think this is for the US market because how they mandate it at some point. So yeah, you have this chrome bumper, which it's only chrome in color as usual, and they don't really protect the car at all that much because they're really soft. And it's only 8 wakes, so it is what it is. And there is another badging for Austin-Healey 3000. As you can see there, really cool badging. And looks like the trunk is lock with that latch. I think that's the latch. And this is the way you open it, and then you open it up. And by the way, the exhaust is wild. Like, it has double exhaust, so yeah. And interestingly enough, the engine is on the front, yes, but I saw the back when I've opened the Forza Vista, and there is a full spare wheel, which is normal, but then you have battery on the back as well. So it is a really interesting setup, and the anti-roll bar is there because I added it. It's not supposed to be there, but well, I need some extra rigidity, but it's one of those few cars that from the usually old school car, if you add the anti-roll bar, it actually increases the PI, but in this case it's not. So the reason why it increases the PI is because the body rigidity apparently affect the car as well in this game. So you can take a faster, you can get your car faster with more rigid car, right? So because it doesn't flex as much as the bare metal that they have back then. So right, this is part of the interior. Well, it's pretty bare bone in my opinion, but it looks nice, especially that edge shifter. I think it's 4th gear over. Yeah, I think it's around 4th or 5th gear. So right, let's start a race, shall we? For our first race, we're going to go to the Lakehurst for a spin, and we're going to do it in winter still, even though this video will came on spring of the game. But well, just to show you how good the handling is, at least how good I think it is, I'll go with this. With the winter setup. So you know, it is what it is. And by the way, I used the racing slick, so it won't help. So thing is, I already maxed out the stock engine, and it barely reached the top of top of A class. And as you can see there, the back of the car, full spare wheel, and the what is it? The battery is right behind there. So, like, what was I want to talk about again? Oh yeah, right, the handling. This car is actually pretty good on handling, so I'll just show you. I can drive it on snow as well. And yes, this is a rear-wheel drive, so you know, you got to be careful. But the magical Forza Aero Kit, which is in this case the one that I install, the wing, the spoiler, is really helpful to avoid for oversteering. Actually, I maxed it out and it just barely reached top of A class. That's why I changed the rim as much as I don't want to. Oop, some tussles there, and that's my chance to get 3rd place. So yeah, the car really good on handling. It's really easy to drive even for a rear-wheel drive. This is really easy to drive. I mean, I am still full throttling it, so it's kind of understeering because, well, lack of grip on the front compared to the rear. But just slow down, you'll be fine. The understeer is not that deadly in this car actually. I mean, you still can turn while full throttling actually. Sometimes you still have to slow down here and there, but other than that, you still can almost full throttle all the way around the corner most of the time. Yeah, this one I'm full throttling it. It understeers, but oh come on. Okay, that one I'm turning way too late on that one. But it's nothing serious. Yeah, if you being reckless like I did earlier, it will still let the tails out, but nothing serious really. And now we're on the snow. I should take measures about my braking point a bit earlier. because the distance is increasing for braking when on the slippery road like this. So you just got to be careful. And make sure you maximize your engine braking. Like so. So you don't go lock your tire too much on slippery area like this. You know? But yeah, we're coming up to sharp corner soon. So brake around here. Up to third gear. Still need to brake some more. Okay. That corner is a little bit tricky for me, but considering the car is actually really good, that's just my fault. So if you make a mistake in this car, it's really on your end, not on the car's fault most of the time. Like, you just have to be careful. That's all. Oh boy, that car is really fast. That car is going to overtake me. What is that? Okay, he slowed down when near the corner, which is good for me. I need to let off the throttle a little bit there, just to make sure I can turn. Okay, it will chase me. I think that's an Aston Martin DB4. Let's see, is that an Aston Martin? Because the grille looks like it. Yes, it is the Aston Martin DB4 GT. So, not bad at all. Yeah, the top 6 is almost dominated by all Aston Martin DB4 GT. And yes, unfortunately, the Sunbeam Tiger is the slowest in this one. It's like, I mean, well, there are some DB4 as well on the bottom, on the bottom half, but most of them are on top, like 5 of them, except for the first place, which I take, but the only 3000 Mark III here. Even though I decided to call it just Mark III, I skipped calling it 3000 Mark III. You know what, let's do another race, and maybe on a more handling track? Alright, second race, Grindel Club Circuit. If you want a handling heavy track, this should be the one the one place that prove the strength of your handling. I mean, there is long straight, but once you get to the windy corner, some cars can just skip up around there. So let's see how this one performs then. Yeah, as usual, it's not as fast as the other car that are here, but around the corner we can catch up. Let's see. Yep, there you go. First car overtaken. Well, I'm a bit too far there, but I'm going to stay inside, dive in. There we go. We're on the middle of the park right now. So as you can see, we can make up a lot of position when it comes to corner. At least against the AI, because against real player, usually they'll have a good car for handling as well, you know? Whatever the Sunbeam Tiger there. This car slowing down so much on the corner. But now we're on the strike line, they should be catching up here real quick. So as you can see there is the Sunbeam Tiger. All of them actually starting to go really fast. But yeah, once we reach the corner, they just slow down so much. So you can see there, they cannot really catch up around the corner. I mean, then again, I really hate corner, much like to some people. We managed to overtake that guy, but he'll get past after this. As you can see there, he's really catching up on the straight line. A bit wide there, but it's nothing serious. Okay, a bit too much braking there. But yeah, this particular track is really intense with the turn here and there, and sometimes you can catch a sudden grip like that. So yeah, it's really good on track like this. But well, most players know how to block. Sometimes really dirty as well. But yeah, that's quite a nice first place, and it gets the best lap. I mean, we'll get to see others to get. Okay, looks like it's around a minute most of the AI, except for the 2002 Turbo AI here, which somehow got just under a minute. Mine's it's 57.601. So my time is really good actually, considering I can increase the gap to 2 seconds before the finish line, which is a really strength for this type of car, or this type racing in general. Alright, up next, let's see if it fares in the faster type of track. When I say track, I mean a straight line, that's it. So this is where it falls apart, because as you can see right here, the top speed is only 251.9 km per hour, which is not the best. I mean, seriously, this is just low for rear-wheel drive in this class actually. In fact, most all-wheel drive actually has better speed as well. I mean, yes, I'm saying that like all-wheel drive will have less power, which they are. They have less power due to the PI restriction, but they still can be faster than this car. But you know what? It's better to show you than not showing, right? Then just keep talking. Okay. For some reason they give me a head start. Or maybe I just happen to get a good... what is it? Good launch. Because as you can see before, I'm struggling when it comes to speed against them, right? But apparently now they decided, yeah, time to slow down and give this guy a head start because he's slow. Even though I beat them twice. But as you can see, they are slowly catching up. I'm going to give way to them. All 7? Wow. 7 cars already catching up. But around the corner, they fall apart again. That's just AI. But can I keep the first place after that corner though? That's the question. I don't think I can. Maybe I can, but it's gonna be really close. Yeah, somehow I still get the first place. This game makes me looks like I'm lying, but that speed is slow, and this DB4 is actually really good at launching one in the previous 2 races. What the hell? Sometimes I just don't understand about this game really. Like, the rubber band is really weird. Like it feels like they tied to the distance of the race instead of the distance of your car. I just can't sense it at this point. But you know, there you go. That's how slow it is. Like, the AI at some point it will catch up. They will catch up. Because I'm topping off on 251 and they still keep going with their engine. Me, I'm just stuck in 251 km per hour. So yeah, not really good on straight line, right? So it is kind of unfortunate, even though it's a good handling car, surprisingly a good handling car, but it just couldn't keep up on against other class car. At least with the original engine, it won't keep up. I mean, well, then again, you can just swap it, but you know, sometimes I just want to keep the engine as it is just to see how good it is on a certain class, you know, because you know, swapping is fun and all, but sometimes on some cars I just want to see how the engine perform, and it just shows. So you know, at least you have a different sounding engine like this. The crackle sounds so good actually. This is really good. So yeah, there you go, the Austin-Healey 3000 Mark III. A really good handling car. Really good actually. Still kinda lets out the tail here and there, but it won't what is it? It won't keep up with the car that has a lot of speed on straight line. So yeah, it just won't, which is kind of unfortunate. And in terms of styling, this car is actually really nice as well, minus the spoiler that I have to add because I need it in this case because it doesn't reach the PI. But even with the spoiler and the roll cage, it still looks good. Almost it's as if it's for racing. Alright everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the end of the world. I mean, the video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you like it, feel free to activate that like button. If you want to see more of my content, you can put a mark on my head with that subscribe button. And lastly, any kind of support and feedback would be really appreciated. So, thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you. Keep on living, buddy.